Hey folks, how's it going? This is Iron Seagull here, and today I have a bit of news for both The Sims 4 and The Sims 5. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So it turns out they did announce yesterday the date of the gameplay live stream for Horse Ranch, except they didn't say it in the actual Behind the Sims live stream. They only talked about it on the recap post they did on thesims.com. Because towards the end of the Horse Ranch part of the recap, they say, now saddle up for the expansion pack that will be the talk of the ranch on July 20th. Be sure to tune in on Friday, July 14th, 2023 at 11 a.m. Pacific time to learn more about The Sims 4 Horse Ranch on Twitch and YouTube. So we have the gameplay trailer that's going to be on July 6th, and then we're going to have this gameplay demo on the 14th. That is pretty close to when the expansion pack launches. Moving on to The Sims 5, we have a rather interesting job listing that was posted on EA's careers website. Thanks to Dennis Volkov and Kieran Patton for letting me know about this. The job title is Head of Monetization and Marketplace for Project Renee. So they will report to the game's general manager, be a part of the Project Renee leadership team, and contribute to the success of Project Renee's strategy and business. In other words, this person is going to be focusing on how this game will make the most money. What I find most interesting are the first two bullet points: own Project Renee's in-game marketplace of content, and UGC, which I think means user-generated content here, free and paid, and manage a data-informed player-centric player purchase journey, maximizing value to players, optimizing player spend patterns, and minimizing player churn. I guess part of this might be talking about CurseForge, which is already supporting The Sims 4, but I don't know, it sounds like there might be more of an in-game store, kind of like how there was in The Sims 3, which connected to the online store. While this doesn't sound too good, I think the second bullet point is even worse, starting with own pricing of all content in this free-to-enter game. There it is, not, oh, we're exploring the possibility of free-to-play. No, they're just outright saying it is this, a free-to-enter game, which is a funny way of just saying free-to-play. I guess because that term is coming under a lot more scrutiny in recent years, and I totally understand why. Personally, I am getting sick of free-to-play games because in the long run, they are pretty easily more expensive than a game you just pay $60 or $70 up front. Because free-to-play games constantly tempt you with all of these microtransactions that really add up over time that help the game be either more reasonable in terms of difficulty or in terms of the content that probably should have already been there in the first place. I'm not surprised they're going down this path because The Sims 4's base game became free last year, but that was for a game that was priced as a AAA game for so long, whereas this is going to be free to play from the start. So I'm concerned this opens up the floodgates for them to do much worse things than kits. However, for console players, there appears to be a silver lining because towards the bottom of the responsibilities section, it says advocate a nimble live service culture of test, learn, iterate across platforms, PC, mobile, consoles. Because up until now, they have mentioned that, yeah, you can play the game across PC and your phone, but consoles is not something that they've brought up in their presentations yet. So I am thinking even more now that yes, this game is going to be out for consoles at the beginning and not a few years later like they have in the past. Hopefully whatever Nintendo is cooking for their successor to the Switch will be a lot more powerful, so The Sims could make it onto that as well. I love my Switch, but I'm so tired of Nintendo being so far behind Sony and Microsoft in terms of graphics, because that's been the case ever since the Wii era. And just when other companies try to port their games to Nintendo consoles, it often ends up being just a lot muddier in terms of the graphics, or it runs a lot worse, just overall inferior. So I'd love for Nintendo to at least make the gap much smaller. I don't feel they need to reinvent the wheel for their next generation. I think they've done that enough for a while. Alongside playing on PC, I did play a lot of Sims 1, Bustin' Out, Sims 2, and Sims 2 Pets on the GameCube back in the day when that gap wasn't so big. So that's nice that it seems like The Sims 5 will launch on all platforms simultaneously, but the whole free-to-play thing, pretty worrying. I hope they don't introduce things like the Battle Pass concept or having it only be a subscription-based model. That would be a really bad thing for The Sims in my opinion. And that wraps up another Sims Info and Thoughts video, so feel free to let me know your thoughts in the comment section below, and be sure to subscribe if you'd like to keep up with my latest gaming content. I will talk to you all later, and have a great day. Thanks for watching!